You're on a motorway. What must you do if there's a red cross showing above every lane? Pull onto the hard shoulder. Slow down and watch for further signals. Leave at the next exit. Stop and wait. Which of these signs warns you of a zebra crossing? Which sign informs you that you're coming to a no-through road? What can you do to reduce environmental damage caused by your vehicle? Avoid using the cruise control. Use the air conditioning whenever you drive. Use the gears to slow the vehicle. Avoid making a lot of short journeys. You're driving on a clear night. Which lights should you use if the national speed limit applies and there's a steady stream of oncoming traffic? Full beam headlights, side lights, dipped headlights, fog lights. What legal requirement must be met by a newly qualified driver? They must display green L plates. They must have a new photograph taken for their full license. They must be accompanied on their first motorway journey. They must have valid motor insurance. At an incident, someone is unconscious and you want to help. What would be the first thing to check? Whether their vehicle is insured. Whether they have any allergies. Whether they're comfortable. Whether their airway is open. You're on a smart motorway. What does it mean when a red cross is displayed above the hard shoulder? Pull up in this lane to answer your mobile phone. Use this lane as a running lane. This lane can be used if you need a rest. You must not travel in this lane. You're planning to tow a caravan. What will help the handling of the combination? A jockey wheel fitted to the tow bar. Power steering fitted to the towing vehicle. Anti-lock brakes fitted to the towing vehicle. A stabilizer fitted to the tow bar. You're looking for somewhere to safely park your vehicle. Where would you choose to park? At or near a bus stop? In a designated parking space? Near the brow of a hill? On the approach to a level crossing? Why should the junction on the left be kept clear? To allow vehicles to enter and emerge. To allow the bus to reverse. To allow vehicles to make a U-turn. To allow vehicles to park. What should you do before driving into a tunnel? Switch off your radio. Take off your sunglasses. Close your sunroof. Switch on your windscreen wipers. When should you use the left-hand lane of a motorway? When your vehicle breaks down. When you're overtaking slower traffic in the other lanes. When you're making a phone call. When the road ahead is clear. What does this white arrow on the road mean? Entrance on the left. All vehicles turn left. Return to your side of the road. Road bends to the left. You're on a road that's only wide enough for one vehicle. What should you do if a car is coming towards you? Pull into a passing place on your right. Force the other driver to reverse. Pull into a passing place if your vehicle is wider. Pull into a passing place on your left. You're driving on an open road in dry weather. What distance should you keep from the vehicle in front? A 2-second time gap. 1 car length. 2 meters, 6 feet 6 inches. 2 car lengths. What will happen if you use rear fog lights in good conditions? They'll make it safer when towing a trailer. They'll protect you from larger vehicles. They'll dazzle other drivers. They'll make drivers behind keep back. Why should you allow extra room while overtaking a motorcyclist on a windy day? The rider may turn off suddenly to get out of the wind. The rider may be blown in front of you. The rider may stop suddenly. The rider may be traveling faster than normal. What must you do when the amber light is flashing at a pelican crossing? Stop and wait for the green light. Stop and wait for the red light. Give way to pedestrians waiting to cross. Give way to pedestrians already on the crossing. Why do motorcyclists wear bright clothing? They must do so by law. It helps keep them cool in summer. The colors are popular to make them more visible. You're about to overtake a slow-moving motorcyclist. Which sign would make you take special care? Powered vehicles used by disabled people are small and can be hard to see. What must they display if they're traveling on a dual carriageway? Flashing red beacon. Flashing green beacon. Flashing blue beacon. Flashing amber beacon. What's most likely to increase fuel consumption? Poor steering control. Accelerating around bends. Staying in high gears. Harsh braking and accelerating. When may you cross a double solid white line in the middle of the road? To pass traffic that's queuing back at a junction. To pass a car signaling to turn left ahead. To pass a road maintenance vehicle traveling at 10 miles per hour or less. To pass a vehicle that's towing a trailer. At an incident, a casualty is unconscious but breathing. When should you move them? When an ambulance is on its way. When bystanders tell you to move them. When there's a risk of further danger. When bystanders offer to help you. What should you do when you're using a contraflow system? Choose an appropriate lane in good time. Switch lanes to make better progress. Increase speed to get through the contraflow more quickly. Follow other motorists closely to avoid long queues. What should you do when you're following a motorcyclist along a road that has a poor surface? Follow closely so they can see you in their mirrors. Overtake immediately to avoid delays. Allow extra room in case they swerve to avoid potholes. Allow the same room as normal to avoid wasting road space. What do you need before you can legally use a motor vehicle on the road? An appropriate driving license. Breakdown cover. Proof of your identity. A vehicle handbook. How can you plan your route before starting a long journey? Check your vehicle handbook. Ask your local garage. Use a route planner on the internet. Consult a travel agent. Why are vehicle mirrors often slightly curved, convex? They give a wider field of vision. They totally cover blind spots. They make it easier to judge the speed of the traffic behind. They make the traffic behind look bigger. Why should you never wave people across at pedestrian crossings? Another vehicle may be coming. They may not be looking. It's safer for you to carry on. They may not be ready to cross. What do the white diagonal stripe markings in the middle of the road mean? No overtaking. You must not enter the area unless it's an emergency. You should not enter the area unless it's necessary and you can see it's safe. It's an overtaking area for motorcyclists.